This is the grand drop, the moment where your heart skips a beat and the world opens up. You are no longer flying over land. You are suspended over a 3-mile deep masterpiece of erosion. This is the majestic Grand Canyon, and it is finally yours to witness. We dive deeper into the canyon, flying for over 10 miles through the heart of this geographic marvel. The canyon walls surround us, creating a sense of being inside the very belly of the earth. We are small, like a dragonfly navigating a labyrinth of giants. You can see the individual grains of sand and the hardy plants clinging to the vertical cliffs. The scale is impossible to grasp until you see a lone bird soaring hundreds of feet below you. Every turn reveals a new vista, a new perspective on this ancient wonder. We are following the path of the wind, dancing between the walls that have stood since the dawn of time. As we descend further, the Colorado River appears as a shimmering green ribbon at the bottom of the gorge. The water looks calm from here, but you can see the white foam of rapids breaking against the boulders. The river is the sculptor, the architect that carved this entire landscape over millions of years. We are landing 3,500 feet below the rim on Hualapai Indian Territory, a place few people will ever stand. This is our private sanctuary, deep within the natural wonder of the world. As the skids touch the stone, the engines begin to quiet down. Step out into the air of the canyon and feel the weight of history all around you. You step out of the helicopter and are immediately struck by the silence of the canyon. The air is warm and smells of dry earth and ancient stone. The sheer height of the walls above you is dizzying, making you feel both small and incredibly alive. You are standing some 300 feet above the mighty Colorado River on Maverick's private bluff. Cheers to the adventure of a lifetime and the beauty that surrounds us. This is the ultimate wind dancer. Toast, a moment of luxury in the heart of the wild. It's not every day you get to have a picnic 3,500 feet below the rim of the world. Enjoy the flavors and the views as you reflect on the journey so far. You walk to the edge of the bluff, looking down at the Colorado River as it snakes through the canyon floor. The sun reflects off the water, creating a sparkling trail that leads into the shadows. From this vantage point, you can hear the distant murmur of the rapids. The colors of the canyon walls change as the sun moves across the sky, revealing hidden textures and shades. Deep purples emerge in the shadows, while the sun-drenched peaks glow with an almost ethereal orange. You notice the silence is occasionally broken by the cry of a hawk or the rustle of the wind. The pilot shares stories of the Hualapai people and their spiritual connection to this land. You learn about the legends of the canyon and the significance of the formations you've seen. The history of this place is as deep as the gorge itself. You're not just a tourist here, you're a guest in a sacred home. You feel a sense of gratitude for this rare opportunity to touch the bottom of the world. It's time to begin our ascent and see what else this landscape has in store for us. The journey back is just as spectacular as the way down, offering new angles and hidden gems. Board the aircraft with a new sense of peace and a heart full of memories. We're lifting off to continue our story in the sky. Our departure from the canyon floor marks the beginning of the resolution of our adventure. We're leaving the subterranean world and heading back toward the light of the desert. The climb is a reminder of the scale of the earth we've just explored. Look back one last time at the bluff where you stood. It's now just a tiny speck in the grand design. We fly back through the canyon, taking a different route that reveals the red rock formations of the Bowl of Fire. These jagged, brilliant red sandstone peaks look like frozen flames leaping from the desert floor. The color is so intense it almost looks artificial against the blue sky. This area is a geological anomaly, a pocket of vibrant fire amidst the tawny desert. You can see the history of the Earth's crust being squeezed and pushed upward. The shadows are getting longer now, highlighting the dramatic relief of the landscape. We are moving closer to the glittering oasis we call home. The desert is a harsh mistress, but from up here, she is nothing but beautiful. The first signs of the Las Vegas Valley begin to appear as a shimmering mirage on the horizon. The vast expanse of the Mojave starts to give way to the outposts of the city. You can see the long, straight lines of the highways cutting through the sand. We are transitioning from the timelessness of the canyon to the fast-paced energy of the city. Welcome back to the world of man, seen from a perspective few ever experience. Downtown is the vintage heart of Vegas, a place of history and high energy. From here, you can see the old and the new merging into one vibrant metropolis. It's the perfect setup for our final, grand finale. We turn south and begin our flight directly over the Las Vegas Strip, the most famous street in the world. The hotels rise up like futuristic monuments, each one a world of its own. You see the Eiffel Tower at Paris, the fountains of Bellagio, and the Pyramid of Luxor. The afternoon sun hits the glass buildings, creating a kaleidoscope of reflections. We fly low enough to see the people walking along the sidewalks and the water dancing in the hotel fountains. The Stratosphere Tower looms nearby, a needle of steel piercing the sky. You feel the pulse of the city even from the cockpit of the helicopter. The helicopter begins its final approach back toward the Maverick terminal, the airfield coming into view. We descend slowly, the blades creating a rhythmic thumping as we settle back toward the ground. The pilot performs a smooth landing, bringing the journey to a gentle close. You've traveled hundreds of miles and millions of years in just a few hours. You walk away from the helicopter, the smell of jet fuel and desert air lingering around you. Your fellow passengers are smiling, sharing their favorite moments, and checking their photos. The terminal is a hub of excitement, but you feel a sense of calm from the experience. You've witnessed the Grand Canyon in a way that most people only dream of. The Wind Dancer Tour has lived up to its name, a graceful movement through the sky. As you relax in the terminal, you look back at the photos on your phone, realizing how impossible it is to capture the true scale of what you saw. The red of the rocks, the green of the river, and the gold of the helicopter are all etched in your mind. The pilot comes over to say goodbye, a final touch of personality that makes the trip feel personal. You realize that the expertise and passion of the crew were a huge part of the experience. They didn't just fly a helicopter. They guided you through a masterpiece. The hospitality of Maverick Helicopters is as legendary as the views they provide. You board the shuttle back to your hotel, watching the strip pass by from the window of the van. The neon lights are starting to flicker on as the sun sets, creating a new kind of beauty. But your mind keeps drifting back to the bowl of fire and the Colorado River. Back in your room, you look out at the horizon, knowing exactly what lies beyond those distant mountains. The desert no longer looks like a barren wasteland. It looks like a treasure chest of wonders. You think about the champagne toast on the bluff and the feeling of the wind in the canyon. You share your experience on social media, using words like unreal, breathtaking, and life-changing. The comments start pouring in, but they can't possibly understand the feeling of that 3,500-foot drop. Some things have to be experienced to be believed. Night falls over Las Vegas, and the city becomes a sea of electric light and shadow. You watch the helicopters taking off for the night tours, their lights like moving stars in the dark sky. You feel a sense of camaraderie with those new adventurers. They are about to see the same magic you did, but every flight is unique. The canyon is never the same twice, and neither are the people who visit it. The memory of the great drop over the rim still brings a smile to your face. You remember the sudden weightlessness and the gasp of the person sitting next to you. It was the moment the story took a turn into the extraordinary. You think about the Hualapai people and the pride they take in their ancestral lands. Their hospitality and the chance to land on their territory was a highlight of the trip. It added a sense of respect and history to the sightseeing. You feel honored to have been allowed into their sacred space. The Wind Dancer Tour is a bridge between cultures and eras. As you prepare for sleep, the images of the bowl of fire and the Hoover Dam dance behind your eyelids. The rhythmic sound of the rotor blades is like a lullaby in the back of your mind. You feel a deep sense of satisfaction and a strange kind of peace. The adventure has come to its resolution, but the impact remains. Why did we do this? Because the world is too big to stay on the ground. We are Maverick Helicopters, and we thank you for letting us show you the heart of the Grand Canyon. Your adventure doesn't end here. It stays with you, a part of your soul forever. Until we fly again, keep looking up.